Electricity tariff. On electricity tariff, you have betrayed the trust of Nigerians. Nothing else to tell Tinubu. The Northern Elders Forum (NEF) has described the recent increase of electricity tariff by the present government led by President Bola Tinubu as a betrayal of trust given to them by Nigerians. In a statement issued by the firm and signed by the Director of Publicity and Advocacy, Abdulaziz Sulaiman, on Thursday, noted with deep concern and disappointment over the recent decision by the Tinubu government to sharply increase electricity tariffs in Nigeria. The statement reads, and I quote, Tinubu's reckless move displays a complete disregard for the well-being and welfare of the Nigerian people. The NEF recognizes that this drastic increase in electricity tariff will have a significant negative impact on the already struggling population, further exacerbating the gap between the rich and the poor. The breakdown of the new tariff reveals an alarming burden that the average Nigerian will face in affording electricity on a daily basis. Under the new tariff plan, 24 hours of electricity per day will cost a staggering 5,400, amounting to an unbearable monthly total of 162,000 naira and a standing yearly total of 1,971,000 naira. Those exorbitant amounts are simply unaffordable for the majority of Nigerians who are already grappling with economic hardship and trying to make ends meet. By implementing such exorbitant electricity tariff, the government is effectively perpetuating a form of economic oppression that slowly serves to widen the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. It is imperative that this act of exploitation be firmly rejected and not be allowed to stand unchallenged. The decision to implement this tariff without considering the impact on the average citizen is not only callous but also short-sighted. The resulting consequences could potentially lead to internal security threats as the disparity between the haves and the have-nots become more pronounced. The NEF strongly believes that this decision was made without carefully considering the economic realities faced by the majority of Nigerians, and it highlights the government's lack of empathy towards its citizens. Instead of implementing policies that will elevate the suffering of the people, the government has chosen to further exploit them. This introduction of exorbitant electricity tariff is not only unjust but also a clear indication of the disconnect between the government and the people they are meant to serve. It is a blatant display of the government's blatant disregard for the well-being of its citizens and the betrayal of a trust placed in them. The NEF calls on the government to immediately reconsider this ill-conceived decision and take into account the dire economic situation faced by the majority of Nigerians. Nigerians must now rise and demand accountability from their leaders, reminding them that their primary duty is to serve the people, not exploit them for personal gain. When we just can say this man waiting sabi do only to exploit from the poor and give to the rich. Now say would they complain? You people say we are complaining. When people who knew him and knew how he governed Lagos, they came outside and tell you, they said do this and do that. Do you know how people suffered? Do you know how it was difficult for them to breathe? This man restricted their airflow for 8 years. These people came outside and talk and say, oh no, he did this one in Lagos, he did this one in Lagos, okay, what is Shelley? That's what it has happened. I never see anything. And the worst of all, got it to 1 year, no? You people are still on the road to 1 year. never see something. Now go use in the eye, see in the ear. Now go talk say to do to next time, and go look where before in the lip. Hey. So now, with this now that is going on, I don't need to ask everybody if they are fine. Only this news have got to go ruin some people mood for the evening. Imagine that you're in this country, you're struggling so hard to you're juggling many things. You're juggling as a parent, you're juggling your children's school fees, you're juggling that, next term, you might need to do one or two things for them, get books, new books, and all of that, Do you get? Expenses there, fooding is there, clothing is there. If God can't help you, you can't get newborn this period. 30 buy. Then there is the cost of, maybe you have a newborn. Apart from the newborn's expenses, you also know that newborns don't really like heat. Have you ever been in a place or environment? I do not mean the house, so the environment where there is a newborn, and that environment there is always darkness, cosino, and they don't have solar, they don't have gen. Whoa, the baby will catch again. The baby will cry, all the water in his eye will finish, or eyes. The baby will cry, all the water in his eye will finish. Do you understand? That's one by the side you. That means you'll be buying, you will turn to Ekpo, you will turn to a police station. Baby does not want to know how expensive it is. Is it their food? Yes, they will do exclusive. People who do exclusive will do exclusive. But people who, I beg, I cannot keep myself. They will do the normal whatever. They'll combine the both of them immediately they can. As soon as possible, they'll start combining. But my own is that it's not going to be easy. So imagine in all of this, next year you're already saving for your children's school fees. Because school, no one hears super story. They already hear beg, make on a hold on. They already hear them. And even pikin too no dey hear abeg make una hold on, they no dey hear am. Do you understand? So now, how do you cope with all these things? Then they say electricity money don't increase. Then say electricity money don't increase. I repeat, I never see anything. And this particular one now, this particular news now, though these are northern people who are coming out, but me, I'm going to say these people are making, for once, I am coming out to as in say, okay, this is when I talk not true. I don't want to come out with when your brother didn't know, because no matter how you talk, you see this one, make sense. Make sense at all. If they implement this thing, many people, as in, I'm not sure say this light, then people go get them. And it's not going to be okay. You want subsidized fuel, you subsidize everything. You want subsidized electricity. On top waiting, which kind of level be that? No, which kind of level be that now? At the end of everything, at the end of the day, I just hope say and go get back to their right senses before things go dey too late. I just hope that everybody that actually did not make the right choice before, they are not making the right choice now, because no be small thing no. No be small thing at all. If you were actually thinking it was small thing before, I'm thinking that by now you should be rethinking what you thought before, because it's not okunche. This is not a play. This is not child's play at all. It is certainly not child's play. All right, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.